Good morning. My name is Aleksander Haretski. I would like to talk today about the hardening of the body. We get many questions on this subject. We teach all our patients who came to the academy how to perform body hardening correctly. People always ask if hardening is safe. At what age can you start doing hardening? Can only healthy people can do this, or also sick and very sick people? Can a person who is doing hardening get sick? There are many other questions related to this that I will try to answer today. I would like you to carry out a strength test with me. For this, we will need two glasses, one with ice, another one with warm water. This is a test for people who would like to be astronaut, so you can check the strength of such a person. The test looks like this. We put our fingers in the glass with ice and measure the time we can withstand it at low temperature. What happens when we carry out the hardening treatment? Now when I hold my fingers in a glass with ice, the body increases blood circulation in them to even out the temperature. When I perform the body hardening procedure, the body heats up to a temperature above 38 degrees Celsius. And at the same time, all bacteria, viruses, and even some parasites are killed, getting rid of everything that is harmful in our body. However, all that is left is what we need, good bacteria and what we can call a natural vaccine, which our body itself has created, thanks to which our body has already become resistant to many threats. At this point, I already feel warm. It means that my body is warming up. It is the correct reaction for every human being. When we get into cold water, take a cold shower or pour cold water, it will always strengthen blood circulation in the body. Always the blood will circulate most strongly in the center of the body, protecting the most important organs from cooling down: our hearts, liver and kidneys. Then the warm blood will reach our limbs and other parts of the body. Let's return to our test. For me, it is the maximum time I can withstand, holding my fingers in a glass of ice. Now put your fingers in the glass with warm water, so that they can warm up again. I will tell you later how long it took to get a good result. Every week, new people come to our center and we teach them how to perform body hardening correctly. Some people, after watching our films, in which we show how hardening looks at the academy, give up coming to us, because they are very afraid of such a procedure. Many people are afraid of such a hardening because they have always heard from their parents that you should not take a bath in cold water, and that you should dress warmly so as not to catch a cold. Parents with their children up to 6 months old, elderly people, and people of all ages come to our center. It does not matter how old you are, we recommended hardening the body for everyone. Thanks to this, our body can be healthier, and in this way we can fight very serious diseases. This is one of the methods that is used in our academy. You don't have to come to us to start hardening. Everyone can start hardening at home, taking a cold shower or pouring cold water. This hardening can be done at home every day. It does not matter what time of the day we do it. It is important to pour water from head to toe over the whole body. People often ask if they do such hardening well and what water temperature is the best. The water should have a temperature below plus 10 degrees Celsius. If it is higher than that, then it has no healing properties. Therefore, it should be as cold as possible, depending on who can withstand what temperature, and with the time when we become more resistant, we can reduce the water temperature. You do not need to use very cold water right away. We can reduce its temperature gradually, but it should always be below plus 10 degrees Celsius. You should not immediately enter the cold water and stay in it for 15 minutes, like advanced people, because such a situation can be a threat to our lives. We should do everything gradually and accustom our body to cold. It's best if we start hardening in the presence of other person. Now I would like to show some methods of hardening that can be used at home. I will also show some examples of hardening outside. The first way is to pour cold water into a 5 liters bottle and put it in the fridge. When the water in the bottle cools down well, we go with it to the bathroom. We go to the shower to pour such a water on yourself, or another person pours it over us. This method is the easiest and cheapest way, and anyone can do it at home. The second way is to make a shower from a beer cooler. At the end of this video, it will be shown how such a shower can be done and what is needed to make it. The third way is to get into the fridge filled with the water as shown in the video. Salt and soda can be added to such a water. In this way, we have a ready barrel of ice water in home conditions. Just turn the fridge onto the power supply, then the water cools very quickly, and in this way we have a very effective hardening device. Now I would like to show what hardening looks like outside. As I said before, even very young children also perform body hardening. In Russia, very young children are tempered in a similar way. There are no age restrictions. In the film, you see how the child is covered with cold water and nothing happens to him. Then we see another child entering into the water by itself, which has a layer of ice and snow on the surface, and nothing happened to him as well. With this procedure, the body produced the happiness hormone, the elixir of youth. All people who would like to experience it are cordially invited. In the next video, we see people using our outdoor pools at our academy without being in the sauna before. All these people are happy to use such a bath and are very happy with the effects of their activities. Such a procedure allows you to overcome your weaknesses. Anyone who experiences such a hardening will begin to believe in their strength and capability. and begin to perform such a hardening of the body regularly. Hardening in our academy has the advantage that is performed in large groups of people. At home, a person may not have motivation, and at the academy, all participants cheer on each other and man becomes bolder. When a person sees that someone has done such a procedure before him, and another people of different ages do it, then it is easier for such a person to do it alone. The next hardening method we use at the academy is winter bathing at the waterfalls. Please see how beautiful the view are. In our academy, we also go for a bath under the waterfall. It is an amazing experience and beautiful views. We cordially invite everyone and recommended such a hardening. I am a person who has extensive experience in hardening, and please believe me that it is impossible to swim in such water for a long time. You should not stay in such water for a long time because you can cool down your body. The most important thing is to get into such water and immerse yourself. Then get out of the water and wipe it off, and it is sufficient and very healthy. Many people also ask how to prepare for hardening. If you want to take a bath outside, you should warm up well before entering the water. Do some exercise and jog for a while. Then immerse yourself 3 times and get out of the water. To improve our health, it is not necessary to stay in such a water for a long time. It is enough to immerse yourself several times, including the head, and that's enough. Then wipe well and rest so that the body can equalize the body temperature. We may feel tingling in the body, which means that the body can filter and warm up blood up to 3 times. If the body has a problem with quickly adjusting our temperature, then we can do several exercises to speed up the process. However, we do not recommend it, doing so that we enter the water and stay in it for some time and do not immerse the head. We don't use such a method in our academy. Now I will explain the correct results of the ice test that we conduct at the beginning. If someone lasted for more than 2 minutes, it means that the body has good endurance. If not, then you should begin the hardening the body to increase your endurance threshold. My result is above 5 minutes, and this is an average result, because there are people who can last much longer. There are appropriate techniques that allow us to increase our immunity. The lungs are the most important organ that distributes temperature throughout our body. When we breathe, the lungs warm up our blood and spread it throughout the body. I invite you now to watch the video on how to make a shower with the cold water at home. If anyone has any questions, please write them below this video and we will answer them. We invite everyone to our Academy of Regenerative Medicine in Poland in town Swiebodzice. And I encourage everyone to start doing hardening, because our health is in our hands. If we do such a hardening, we will notice that our body will be much more resistant to many diseases. People who are hardening can also get fever in the winter. But the difference is that such a people will not fight such a disease for a week or two, but will fight it in 1 or 2 days, using only cold water. That is why we highly recommended such a hardening with cold water. Thank you all for attention. Bye.